taught in school that 57 years ago, on 22nd July 1963, Sarawak became independent sovereign state, with the state cabinet headed by the first Chief Minister, Tan Sri Stephen Kalonikan. That on that historic day, the last British colonial governor handed over the administration of Sarawak back to Sarawakians. For decades, Sarawakians were told that Malaysia achieved independence on 31st August 1957, and we blindly and unthinkingly went along with this untruth, joyously waving the Malaysian flags under the hot sun, celebrating a day that in fact holds no significance for us in Sarawak. It suited the leaders of that time to keep us in the dark about our history. Thankfully, the people have awakened to this fact, which is due in no small measure to the determination of the younger generation of Sarawakians to correct this gross distortion of truth. Although Sarawak's independence was short-lived at only 56 days, and the Federation of Malaysia was more or less a fait accompli on 22nd July 1963, it is still a day worthy of commemoration as a turning point in our history. I'm aware of the increasing sentiment among the people in the Borno states that we would have been better off if we had remained independent. There are so many what ifs and if onlys, and so much discussion of what could have been. I'm familiar with the movement of SSKM, what they call it, Sarawak Sabak Keluar Malaysia, a sentiment reflecting our disappointments as Sabahans or Sarawakians on our state of affairs since forming Malaysia 57 years ago. Sarawak and North Borneo, now Sabah, came together with Singapore and Malaya to form the Federation of Malaysia, firm in the belief that this federation would be a real partnership of 4 countries striving together for their mutual security, development, and prosperity. Our forefathers greeted that day with huge dreams and mighty aspirations. Sarawak and Sabah being lands rich with oil, timber, gold, fertile lands, and a harmonious and hardworking people. They had everything to look forward to. The future was brimming with the promise of a vibrant, thriving countries, populated by happy, healthy, and secure peoples of various races and ethnicities. But after 57 years, we asked ourselves, does every citizen benefit from the immense wealth of our country? Does everyone have access to the basic amenities of this modern era, such as electricity, clean water, and proper healthcare? Are our lands and heritage being protected for the future generations? Are our children receiving the best educational opportunities? Are our Sarawakians workers highly skilled and meaningfully employed? Have the dreams of our founding fathers been realized? Or have those dreams turned into nightmares for countless people who call this once valiant Sarawak home? Sadly, the answers to all these questions is a flat no. Therefore, I truly share the sentiments of those who felt that perhaps we would be in a better state if we had remained independent. But this is just looking back and lament over what had happened and now history. So I would prefer to look forward and dream and hope for a better Sarawak, which all of us could work and prayerfully realize in our time. My friends, in the same year as the Federation of Malaysia was formed, on August 28, 1963, from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous quote, "I have a dream" speech that brought about enormous fundamental change in the discrimination and poverty that affected the black population of America. In his speech, he said that the black people then live on a lonely island of poverty in the midst of a vast ocean of wealth and material prosperity. His speech gave hope to thousands of Americans. On the 16th September 2012, upon the disclosure of the Kuching Declaration by the then Pakatan Rakyat Coalition in Kuching, I conjured up the spirit of "I have a dream" speech of Martin Luther King. Then, my political rivals had called me a dreamer. And I said, it is not wrong to dream, no matter how dark the night, no matter how formidable the obstacles. It is only right that we should have a dream and a vision. For it is said that where there is no vision, the people perish. In that speech of 16 September 2012, I said, and I quote, "Yes, my fellow countrymen, it is true. I too have a dream, a vision for the ordinary and downtrodden people of Sarawak. I have a vision for a better life and a brighter future for our children and the generation to come. In my vision, the wealth of the land is used for the benefit of all the people. In my vision, the landowners reap bountiful harvests from the lands and have plentiful to eat. In my vision, the government is led by humble leaders who serve the rakyat with integrity, never forgetting that they are but the servants of the people, on whose goodwill and cooperation they are entirely dependent. In my vision, our schools teach a first-rate curriculum, and our children are given every opportunity to acquire skills and qualification to properly prepare them to face the challenges of life. In my vision, the government provides safe and adequate infrastructure for the people and sound policies for economic development and growth. In my vision, the airwaves and television screens carry balanced and accurate news so that the people are properly informed. In my vision, the people are free to practice the religion of their choosing without any interference from the government. In my vision, the sick and infirm are given the best medical care. In my vision, Sarawakians and Malaysians of all races who have the determination and drive are given equal opportunity to succeed and prosper. I am told by the naysayers that I can only dream about bringing a change to the lives of the poor and the marginalized. Those who have the most to lose are fearful of change and therefore pour scorn on my dreams, my hopes and my vision. But I know all of you who are standing here today share my dreams. I know that the people in the far reaches of the interior hills, from Baklalan to Kampung Kiding, shares my dream. I know that the people of the rivers from Kapit on the Rajang River to Marudi on the Baram River share my dreams. I know that the people of the towns from Lunduk in the east to Limbang in the west shares my dreams. Unquote. Today, the dream for a better Sarawak is yet unfulfilled. So on the 6th April 2020 this year, in the midst of the MCO lockdown, I penned down this time my vision of hope for a new Sarawak as the foundation of our political struggle to build a new Sarawak. I envision that issues of NCR of the natives, the preservation of the land and environment, the natural resources, on unity and racial relation, the construction of infrastructure and economic activities, on education, the state civil service, employment, corruption, and good governance, and the rights under the Malaysian Agreement must be resolved and dealt with immediately. And in summary, I said this and I quote. In summary, I'm looking forward to working together with like-minded Sarawakians who want to see a change for a better Sarawak. after being ruled by BN GPS for the last 57 years. We must work together to build a new Sarawak that we know is possible. A new Sarawak that is free from the shackles of the BN GPS politics of race and religion. A new Sarawak that is just, fair, and free of corruption. A new Sarawak that will adhere to principle of good governance and uphold the rule of law. A new Sarawak that will return all the wealth, jobs, trees, rivers, and lands to the people of Sarawak. A new Sarawak that shares some prosperity with all Sarawakians regardless of race, religion, or creed. A new Sarawak that will continue to preserve the status of having no official religion and the practice of all faith, which is absolutely guaranteed. A new Sarawak where every child has the opportunity to have an education on par with international standards. We equip them for their future. A new Sarawak where business and job opportunities are plentiful for the young and able. A new Sarawak that promotes industry-driven initiatives that will provide new opportunities and create jobs in the corporate and SME sectors. A new Sarawak where our women are treated equally as their counterparts with honor and dignity. A new Sarawak that will emerge as a model state in Malaysia that all would dream of inhabiting. A new Sarawak that truly portrays herself as fair land Sarawak for all, unquote. So on this momentous day, I call upon all of you, my fellow Sarawakians, to be the agents of change, to realize of this, my dream and vision. You hold the power to decide the direction of our state and country will take. You may not realize this, but I tell you that what you choose to do on the morning of the next polling day, which I believe is sooner than expected, will have immense consequences for your lives and the lives of the generations to come. We face the prospect of at last creating a society that is fair and just, of having a government that recognizes the fundamental rights and privileges of all our citizens in this wonderfully rich and diverse state of Sarawak. My fellow Sarawakians, I call upon all of you to embark upon this exciting journey with us, Parti Sarawak Bersatu, PSB, as we forge ahead towards restoring a country that is finally strong and free, a nation where all her citizens may live in true peace and harmony. Together, we will make this dream and vision of hope for a new Sarawak come true. God bless Sarawak, God bless Malaysia, and may God bless all of us. Selamat menyambut Hari Sarawak 2020. Terima kasih. Bahwasanya kami ahli-ahli Parti Sarawak Bersatu dengan ini berikrar akan menjadikan Vision of Hope sebagai landasan perjuangan kami ke arah Sarawak baru yang lebih maju dan progresif. Berdasarkan prinsip-prinsip berikut. Memperjuangkan hak-hak tanah adat serta melindungi alam sekitar. Memperkukuhkan perpaduan dan hubungan antara kaum. Menaik taraf kemudahan infrastruktur dan memajukan bidang ekonomi. Mempertingkatkan kualiti pendidikan.
mempertingkatkan kualiti pendidikan,
memastikan kesemeratan dan keseimbangan di kalangan pejabat awam,
memastikan kesetaraan dan keseimbangan di kalangan pejabat awam,
mewujud peluang pekerjaan yang lebih banyak,
mewujudkan peluang pekerjaan yang lebih banyak,
menghapus amalan rasuah,
menghapuskan amalan rasuah,
dan memperjuangkan hak-hak Sarawak di bawah Perjanjian Malaysia 1963.
dan memperjuangkan hak-hak Sarawak di bawah Perjanjian Malaysia 1963.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih berapa ucapan YD menurut YD dengan ikrar ini untuk lebih.
Tuhan Allah teman kaya lubang surga, teman lukai ngiti bang ada Tuhan Yesus. Bang kerana ini kaya menyelesaikan dan sudah gayang kaya bang pekagini Tuhan bang pejabat PSB bang pekagini Tuhan. Anu lukai pun mengenal letap dan ginayam kaya bang ini Tuhan kaya menuntukan ikut campur tangan. Dan lemurut mengundang mulut Tuhan ya Tuhan Yesus. Dan bang bawang ke Sarawak on ngedita on ngiding ngajukut lalu mia Tuhan yang dipapa dengan kai dan kai menurut Tuhan segala pernah kai sesut bang pekagini Tuhan kai menurut Tuhan ikut campur tangan pa ngadang pati ini on ngeraya on ngedita bang bawang kai Sarawak ngajukut ini adalah satu pilihan mia Tuhan dan kai sembahyang Tuhan kena kai wabi barubian segala pernah ya satu pilihan kai ia mau kai ngeralang ada mampalan dia Tuhan ada kau biar ngaparuan pada mau kesubulan on kai milik mau ku ngikit dan ngedita ngadan bawang ke Sarawak dan ngadan mulut Tuhan ngeraya bangun kai. Terima kasih Tuhan. Ini pada sembahyang kai. Melalui kai sembahyang Tuhan akan
Berit yang nah ngam na pa ngam berit mo yun na pa labat yang
Kapal good. Ada rin tayo. Ada lagi ka. Kayo na. Mana ba ka? Oke. Kapalan.
okay. Kamu talo.
Okay.